Hello, good morning. Can you guys hear me? Hello, good morning. Can you guys hear me? Hello, good morning. Can you guys hear me? All right. So I'm seeing some of you say good morning. All right. So I believe you guys can hear me and you guys can see my screen. All right. Someone saying yes. So quickly, let me share the link so other members will join up and I'll begin. Let me share the link real quick. All right. Just give me a few minutes. Let me share the link. Then I'll begin. All right. So the first currency pair I'm gonna check out is BTC. Right. These are the pairs I trade. These are the four forex pair I trade, then one crypto pair. Right. So these are the pairs I trade. These are the pairs you'll be seeing me dropping analysis on, right, more often. If you see me dropping analysis on other pairs, I kind of know maybe I'm doing it as a correction or some of you guys asked me, then I just tried analyzing it for you guys. Right. So these are the major pairs I trade. Right. So the first one we're gonna check out is on BTC. So let me give you what I'm expecting on BTC, and then overall, let's see if we find opportunity. Right. So good morning, everyone. And if it's your first time here, right? If it's your first time here, this is how I do the live, right? More often, right? I do not every day, right? Since I'm now available now, I'll try and be doing it more often, right? Probably during London, then if I'm still available during New York, we'll also do another live, right? So if it's your first time here, like the live and then subscribe to the channel and also turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out on this live. All right, so on BTC, I was kind of looking out for a bearish move yesterday. I was watching out for this breakout block, of which it didn't activate, right? Which I deleted my limit order. I no longer trusted a sell yesterday, right? So I no longer trusted a sell yesterday. I just had to delete the sell limit. Now BTC is kind of bullish, right? So it's bullish, and overall, I'm going to expect it to take out this nearest high. Right, this is a closer I need to take out. This is a high as well, of which is gonna just take out a high easily. Then if it comes up, I'm gonna expect it to take out that other high. So I'm gonna look out for buys for it to take out that other high right there. And if you watch on the 4-hour time frame, we have this long wick as an order block, which is now like a breaker. Then if I go to our time frame, you're gonna notice is a high. The price came down, broke out, rise a breaker block. Then let's go to my entry time frame. On the 15 minutes time frame, on the 15 minutes time frame, I'm gonna notice this is the order block I'm marking out. This is what I'm marking out as the order block. This black candle right here, that's what I'm gonna mark out as the order block. And if I check my 30 minutes time frame, I guess it's still like a long week on the 30 minutes time frame. So this is an order block. The price sold off, came back there, came down, then finally it went back up and broke out. Right. So it was an order block. Now I'm gonna draw it out. It's not like a breaker. Then on the 5 minutes, 15 minutes time frame is still on the same level, still the same high. Though, if you notice clearly, you can't actually tell the different order block right here. So that's why I do use different time frame. My higher time frame was a long week, so I just observe this from a higher time frame. So this is a breakout block I'm going to mark out. Then on the same 2-hour time frame, we also have another order block at a higher price. We have an order block around here. This long weakness is also an order block. Now let's check how it looks on a lower time frame, and let's know which of these POI we're going to likely continue to buy from. Because we're going to be buying BTC. I want to look out for sell because it's now breaking structure to the upside. So I want to look out for sales again. Now, this is the breakout we marked out. If you watch, this is the order block we marked out now, and clearly this order block has no clear liquidity. And if you watch, this is the order block. You notice how it looks on a 2-hour time. It was just a long week. But on a 5 minute time frame now, is an actual order block. Last bearish candle before a bullish move. So that's the order block right there. Then this order block does not have a clear liquidity protecting it. Right? There's no clear low. This is just the price going up. So if I'm going to take a buy from here, I need to have a clear low protecting it. Since there's no clear low protecting it, I want the price to retrace. On retracing back down, it's going to create engineered liquidity. Then I'm going to consider buying from here. If it does not create that engineered liquidity, the POI I'm watching buy. Yeah. All right, now, if it does not create the engineer liquidity, the POI I'm now watching to buy is going to be this breaker block. Because this breaker block now, obviously, is going to use this other block, which is this higher POI as the liquidity. Right, so this is a breaker I'm watching to buy BTC from. If the other block creates liquidity, then we can buy from the other block. Right, stop loss is going to just be slightly below the breaker. Right, not too tight. If the price is still bullish, it won't take out this breaker block. Right, even if it takes out this other block because there's no liquidity, it won't take out the breaker block. So clearly, my stop loss is going to be right there. Then this other block can act as liquidity. Then this is what I'm watching out for on BTC. Watching out for a buy around this breaker block. Then once it has liquidity for this other block, I'm active on the charts, right? I'm mostly on the chart now. So once you have the liquidity, I'll drop the setup for you guys, drop the signal for you guys. But for now, this is what I'm watching out for on BTC. So this is like my view on BTC. You remember what I said? I will be dropping setups like this. Then once it's now close to our, if it's already close to our entry, I'll type everything out, right, as a signal, so you guys should take it, right? But if it's not close to our entry, I'll just drop the setup, drop the screenshot. Then it's not gonna be, once it's now close, I'll call it out, right? Maybe instant sell, instant buy, or if it's now closed, that's when I'll type it out, so you guys should set the limit order. For now, all you have to do is once you see the setup, let me go to your chart, see if you have a similar, right? See if you have a similar setup. If you have a similar setup, okay, you are now feeling confident that, okay, I'm having a similar setup and you have a similar setup, right? And secondly, you want to go over, set a limit order if you feel confident in it. So since I'm having a similar setup, set a limit order, right? But this is mine. This is what I have on BTC. So let's check out gold. Gold is the second currency I trade. And like I said, these are the different currency I trade right here. So let's see, and let me give you what I'm expecting on gold. So gold has been kind of, I don't know what's happening with it, right? That's been giving a lot of missed entry. So let me give you what I'm expecting on gold. Let's start from a higher time frame. Let's do the top analysis as always. So the higher time frame I do tend to go to, there are these different 4-hour, daily, and 2-hour time frame. So on this 4-hour time frame, we can see this is where BTC gold got to as of last week. Right, this is where gold got to, and on getting here, there is chance of it buying. Right, and the overall, I expect it to buy, then take out this high, recreate a new all-time high. That was what I was expecting on gold. Right, that's what I'm still expecting. Right, to buy, then take out this high, then create a new all-time high. Now, why am I looking out for buy? Why did I consider selling? Now, if I'm going to sell, I want to see that the price is breaking structure to the downside. But clearly, this aggressive drop, right, came to respect this very order block right here. So I'm getting to this very order block. This order block has this low as liquidity, right? That's everything needed for a buy. So if you are buying from this order block, obviously your target is going to be this high. So I'm going to expect the price to go up now and then take out that high. Overall, if the price is actually going to continue selling, it won't respect this buy zone. It will come close, go up, break through to the downside, go up, break through to the downside, go up, break through to the downside. It won't even consider respecting or buying from that very zone. And on buying from it gave a change of character. So that's why I'm now more looking out for buys instead of sells. You guys got that. So now let's look out for where we're going to buy from. On the 1 hour time frame, we have this long wick right here. Clearly, it gives a change of character in a 5 minutes time frame. That's why I'm now considering buying. So it has this long wick as an order block on this 1 hour time frame. We're going to check out another pair, another chart price provider. We're going to check out another price provider, and I'm going to show you something. Now, this is a long on in 1 hour time frame as an order block. Clearly, it has this low as liquidity. Then if I go to 30 minutes, 15 minutes time frame, you're gonna see it as the actual order block and this low as liquidity. So overall, this was where I was anticipating for the buy yesterday by using this low as liquidity. So this was where I was anticipating for the buy yesterday. I was expecting to come down, then I'll buy from here. But it just came close, respected this first POI. This POI does not have a clear liquidity. That's why I didn't buy from that very POI. Right, so it respected this very POI. It's not buying. Did another retracement now, respecting this other POI again. And it's continue buying again. So overall, if it comes down, this is the zone I'll be expecting to buy from. If it does not come down, we're gonna analyze and I'm gonna show you some things, right? So this is a zone, a POI. I'm expecting a buy from on gold. Stop loss is gonna be slightly below this very low. Then overall target, everyone should target this high. Because if gold is gonna buy, it's gonna likely take out that nearest liquidity, just like that. So for now, it's currently buying. Let's look out for where it's buying from and why it's buying from there. And let's see if we're gonna start joining without it coming back to this very level. I dropped this very analysis yesterday in the group, right? Where I told you guys that was what I was anticipating for on gold, but it didn't come to this POI I marked out, right? It only respected this very order block right here. Then if you watch, this is another order block. I'm on a 5 minutes time frame. So this is another order block right here. Using this low as liquidity, this was where gold respected, but it does not have a clear break of structure. Right? It does not have a clear break of structure. This is a high, of which that's the reason I didn't take the trade. This is a high, I didn't break it. Right? So clearly it's not a complete setup for me. And if you watch, it's currently bullish. And what I expect now is for it to go up, break structure, then I'm going to consider buying from another block, maybe around here. Right, clearly on the higher time frame, we're going to have a long wick as an order block right there. So that's where you can notice it. That's where I will now consider buying from once it has done the BOS. But for that, it has not broken structure. We'll not just jump on buy. Once it breaks structure now, once it trace back down, I'll buy from here. Right, since this first one is already missing entry, once it's coming back down to this very entry, I'll alert you guys and then we'll set a limit order or we'll enter instantly. Right, so If it does not come back, it broke structure. If it broke structure first, then I'm going to buy from this POI. Then if it doesn't break structure, then start retracing. We'll buy from this very POI right here. Overall, my movement on gold is still kind of bullish. You notice the break of structure that are happening now, they are more of break to the upside. Right, they are more of breaks to the upside. So I'm gonna keep looking out for the buy. Then continue buying till maybe it's now start breaking to the downside. So overall, I'm still watching out for this on gold. No clear opportunity for me to drop, but we're just watching out for that retracement, then we'll buy, or the break of structure, then we'll buy. Now, let's check out GBPUSD. As of last week, right, GBPUSD was bearish, and I'm still gonna expect more bearish move. Right now, if you watch, I'm on a weekly time frame. I believe you guys are still with me. Are you guys with me? Joe from Asaba. Yeah, welcome. Are you guys with me? Just reply in the chat box. All right. Yes. All right. All right. So let's go on. Now on GBPUSD, which you're traded, and watch closely. GBPUSD, USDJPY, even US30. I added up this currency because of you guys. Right, many of you don't like trading gold, probably because of previous losses or the risk on gold. Right, you guys don't love trading gold, and your broker don't offer gold. So that's why I added GBPUSD, USDJPY. On the normal, these pairs they are meant to be out of my watch list, right? So this is not gonna be you guys not trading gold. You guys will not have. I believe you guys trade GBPUSD or USDJPY or US stat. So it's not gonna be you guys checking it out on your chart and then seeing if you're having similar. Now, on this GBPUSD, we have two levels. Notice I marked it out. A high on a weekly time frame, a high as a key level, then a low as a key level. Right, both of these key level they are valid. And if you watch where the price is currently reacting from is from this previous weekly key level. That's where it got to, and that's where it's currently giving some buy reaction from. There's a chance of it coming down to this other level and continuing the buy. Right? Why? Because it's currently buying from here. But we can't just conclude, we can't just say that. We want to see what we need. Right? All our criteria intact before we say that. On the daily time frame, we have this long week as an order block. Then we have this long week as a breaker block. That's on a daily time frame. I'm just going to wrap it up then, see everything clearly, then know what I'm now going to anticipate. So on the 4-hour time frame, the other block is now on this last black candle, black bearish candle. Then let's see if it does all the criteria. Let's see where the break of structure are happening, right? And what we are very much now expecting. And remember, the break of day is always going to tell you who is in charge or what you should be doing. So on the 2-hour time frame, clearly we have an order block, which is this very area, but it's now a breaker block, a nice zone we can easily look out for buy. Then this is another lower one. This one is far. This one is closer to the price. So I'm going to consider this higher one first. Let's go to my entry time frame. On a 30 minutes time frame, let's see where the break of shoulder are happening and then everything the price is currently doing. So clearly we have more of break to the upside, right? Recently now, it's currently respecting an order block. It's currently respecting an order block to the downside. So, and we have this weekly level we marked out, a weekly on POI, and that's a zone. I'm gonna even consider selling from if I'm actually gonna sell, right? So this breaker block is a valid breaker block because it has this low, this first low, and this second low as liquidity protecting it. So this is a breaker block I can expect buy from GBPUSD. Then we're gonna check out a closer price, then see what is happening, see what we can anticipate for those move right here. Because before the week ended, I was watching out for if it's gonna sell right around the POI around here. So this is what I'm anticipating for on GBPUSD. This is a liquidity. Then this other higher one can also act as engineer liquidity, right? So it has all the criteria needed. Then we can keep buying till it gets here. So what I have on GBPUSD. So I'm gonna drop this in the group. Then, all right. So let's have our stop loss like this. It's still giving us pretty much 4 RR. That's about 26.5 pips stop loss. Still giving us our 1:4 RR. Then let's take the trade like this. Well, on the normal, I can easily mark out this order block, which is now a breakout block. And I have my entry from there. Stop loss super tight and all, right? But just to not miss entry, right? And also don't get stopped out on a good trade. That's why my stop loss is like that. So this is what I have on GBPUSD. So like I said, let's see what is happening right on a lower time frame. Let's see how this sale is happening and if there's any zone we can easily buy from that is closer to the price. So this where the sale is currently happening from this very order block, using this high as the engineer liquidity. That's where it's currently dropping from. So clearly it's gonna sell, then get here, they will join our buy. Right, clearly that's what's gonna happen. Then I won't buy from any of these zones. There's an order block here, but I won't buy from here because there's no clear break or structure, right? So it's preferable to use this very breakup to this order block because there's no clear break to that order block right there. Then let's check out USDJPY. On USDJPY earlier today, right? You guys notice I was active by, was it by 3 a.m., 1 a.m. this morning? I was active. Even by 12 a.m. today, I was active. So I marked that very POI for a buy, but spread at night is just crazy. My own SNS, the spread was so crazy, so I didn't drop it. I didn't drop where I was buying from. Right now, on USDJPY, let's start from a higher time frame. Let me give you what I'm expecting and then see what we'll be doing. So on USDJPY, overall, this is why I'm looking out for. This is why I'm maybe considering buying. Now, this is the reason. On a higher time frame, you're gonna notice this is an order block, now a breaker block. That's where it's just got to. Right on getting there, you can see how it's rejected. Right, you can see how it's rejecting from that very level. So there's a chance of it buying from that very zone, as far as it's rejecting from that very zone, right? And if it's gonna buy, it's gonna likely take out this previous week high. This is a previous week high, and there's a chance of it taking out that previous weekly high. Right, that was why we had a sale on Friday. Right, we had a sale on Friday, which I told you guys to close as break even. We'll close that trade as break even, and if you guys check your chart, those of you that check your chart, you're gonna that sale did not go as I was expecting. Right, it went against us. So I was already saying that. That's why I told you guys to just let's close and then let it be. Now on a daily time frame, we have this long week as an order block. I do love to use my line, these lines to indicate it, so I can easily just navigate through it. Long week as an order block. Possible sales on 4-hour time frame. Also have this long week. This is now where it is on a 4-hour time frame. Then a 2-hour time frame. Pretty much is aligning, right? It's the same level right there. Now for buy, we have this 2-hour time frame order block for a buy, which is where I marked out yesterday. And if you watch on a 1-hour time frame, it's pretty much the same. Last bearish candle for the price to buy. Now I prefer more buys because of where it's currently buying from. So I'm gonna prefer buys till it gets to its sell zone, then give a change of character. Now if you watch, this is where it's currently buying from. Right, using this low as a liquidity, then just started buying from there. Overall, my target is gonna be for you to take out this nearest high. This is the nearest high, which I expect it to take out. So you can see that's my target for my take profit. Right, but this we miss this very opportunity. I had the POI marked out. I don't know if I saved the chart. I didn't save it. I had the POI marked out, but because of the spread, I didn't just jump on it. So I'm gonna expect buy on GBP on USDJPY. Right, I've given you guys my reason. Till maybe it gives a change of character around this POI. If it gives any change of character, then we can consider selling or around this other POI. Right, but for now, it's gonna be more of buys before I sell. This is another good buy zone, but it's already moving from there. If it does any retracement, retrace back down, this is a zone we can easily enter for a buy. Using this low as our liquidity, then we can buy from here. But for now, it's already moving from here. Let's just see if it does any retracement, I'm active, then I'll just drop it for you guys. Then on US30, let's watch out for where the direction is really heading. I've not done an analysis on US30. So on the higher time frame, 4-hour time frame, it started buying from this order block. Right, but before buying, it had to take out the low. Liquidity resting below this other block that was taking out. So after taking out that liquidity, there's obviously gonna be a bullish move, right? It's gonna be a ride. And the ride now is gonna clearly take out this nearest liquidity. Right then, remember this is also an order block. This is also a zone you can actually sell from. But clearly there's no liquidity protecting it. Right, so I'm gonna consider this higher one. This higher one has this high as liquidity. So it's gonna be the price buying from here, then taking out this first high, maybe respecting that other one before selling. So that's the only POI I'm gonna watch out for. Maybe a sell from this higher one, but there's no clear break of structure. This was not a break of structure, this was a sweep. And if you watch this US30 closely, it's moving within a range, moving within this high to this low to this high, right? Just moving within this range. And if you watch, we're gonna go to our lower time frame to see how the break of structure up, right? Where is breaking structure to, right? But if you watch, this is just a range on a higher time frame. Now, the nice zone I'll be watching out for is gonna be this higher one. This high acting as a liquidity to the higher one. So that's the only zone I watch out to sell from. Now let's watch out for all the break of structure that are happening. So on the 15 minutes time frame, we have this high as a break to the upside. Then this other high as a break to the upside. So clearly, if it's gonna sell from here, that I'm not jumping in immediately, but if it's gonna sell from here, I want you to first go down, give a change of character. Then on retracing, I want that for a sell. If not, I'll watch out for this higher zone so I can sell from there. So this is what I'm gonna watch out for on USDJPY, on US30, sorry. Either give a change of character and start selling, right? Or watch out for this zone to buy. So clearly, no instant trade, right? So I'm just gonna, if you notice, I'm not dropping it as a limit. I'm not dropping most as a limiter because I'm now active. Before, I do call out the limit, type out everything because I'm not always tracking the chart, right? Then I just, you guys set your limit order, then it comes back, pick our order, we are in, then you start moving in profit, we are making profit. But for now, I'm now active, right? Then I just be, once it's coming down, I'll drop it for you guys. But I'm dropping the expectation, dropping the view, right? So you guys are seeing what I'm expecting. Then once it's now coming closer, once it's now at that very level, it's not just be me taking the trade. So let's see how these markets are gonna treat us this week. Let's see how these markets are gonna treat us this week. If it doesn't tap on this very level first, if it doesn't tap on this very POI first, right, then I'll buy from this very order block right here. Right, the order block has everything I need. If it tap on this very sell zone, right, then I might not consider buying from here. But if it doesn't tap on that very sell zone, then it is a nice zone I can buy from. On this US30, targeting is high as my take profit. But we're gonna expect on volume, we're gonna expect rapid move on US30 by 9:30 and by 2:30 p.m. Right, that's when there will be rapid move on US30. So I'm watching out for this buy. Let me drop this so you guys can see what I'm watching out for on US30. Then remember what I said. If we tap on this sell zone first, we're gonna sell. Right, we're gonna watch out for a change of character, then start selling. But this is also a buy I'm watching out for. And by the way, all right. So by the way, the November mentorship class is on, right? Chanced by during New York, also do another live on the update on what we're expecting. So if you watch, I'm now more of checking out 5 minutes time frame because a lot of missed entry happened last 2 weeks, even last week. So just not to get a lot of missed entry. That's why I'm now checking 5 minutes to see if you're going to find opportunity. All right, so GBPJPY is a pair people do ask me most of. So let me check it out for you guys, and then let's see what I'm now watching out for on GBPJPY. Let me start from my 4-hour. On the 4-hour time frame, if I'm going to consider selling, is easier when it gets to this level, then I'll sell. If you notice that's a similar level it got to right here, that's where I started selling from. This other one I also got to another level, this very one, that's where I started selling from. So it's gonna be get to this very higher level before I consider I'm looking out for sell, right? But overall, I don't just know my bias or know everything on a higher time frame. I tend to go to this lower time frame to watch out for all the break of structure, liquidity, and everything, right? So 4-hour time frame, I have that higher level. As soon as I can watch out for sell. Then in 2-hour time frame, we have this long wick for a buy order block, but we don't just conclude. Then I want to go to my entry time frame. On my entry time frame now, with the break of that are happening, right? I can now determine and then say, are we buying or are we selling? For another break, so after break of structure, then you can see we have an order block right here. Pretty much that's where the price currently respecting. This is a 30-minute time frame order block, and it's also on a 15-minute time frame. So that's where the price is respecting, and it engineered liquidity. This low pushed up, then took out that low. This other low is a liquidity, but it's pretty far from the POI. So this engineered liquidity now is what's now making this POI more valid. So on GBPJPY, I'm going to still expect buy to take out this high. I take out this high or get here, give a change of character and start selling. Right, because the break of trade are happening and more breaks to the upside. So GBPUSD traders is what I'm watching out for. And overall, this is what I have on the market. And I will always update you guys on the Telegram link in the description. And that's where I'll be dropping the setup, the signals, and then what I'm watching out for. You guys can always take the trade and then or check your charts to see if that's what you're also waiting for. Right, to see if that's what you're also waiting for. So I'll see you guys some other time. So take care, guys.